Welcome back to my house. John Platt, chef, one of the owners of the Midway Mercantile Restaurant. We are cooking, thinking about this weekend that is Mother's Day on Sunday. Thinking about some great moms in my life, and we're gonna cook up a meal that is my current mom in this house favorite dish. So, we're gonna have a little filet mignon tonight. We're gonna put a mushroom sauce on it. We're gonna have a potato yam gratin. We've got some nice roses, important for the whole meal. Asparagus, because it's springtime. Got some baby carrots, and then this, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this in a few minutes. This is sorrel, and we'll talk about that. But we're gonna jump right into making this mushroom sauce. And what I kind of laugh about with this dish is that this was started out by me as a Beurre Rouge, a mushroom Beurre Rouge, and my team kind of inverted it, and I think they made it better. So sometimes I talk about where they're not paying attention to me. This is a case of where I'm really glad they didn't pay attention to me. So I'm gonna put, oh no, I'm not gonna do oil, I'm doing butter. That's what we're doing. All right, so we're gonna put a fair amount of butter in the pan, because we're gonna cook this up. You can see here I've got some cream that is getting reduced a little bit, because that's gonna be a key part of the sauce. Normally, in a Beurre Rouge, you're gonna have a butter sauce, so we're gonna saute some shallots and mushrooms, a little red wine, and then we do a little cream, and then we add a bunch of butter. We're gonna go the other way around, where we're gonna have some nice butter in there, but mostly it's gonna be cream in this sauce. And the results are good, and my dear wife, Sandra, who is the mom in this house, loves this sauce, so I know I can get away with it. All right, we're gonna saute those shallots and mushrooms. I always like shallots. They are gonna give just a little background texture to this, and of course, that gentle flavor. The garlic would be much stronger. Onions would be less finesse. Shallots, happy every day. So, my mother was a great cook. And she is 92 years old. And she is still going strong. She and my stepdad are living in a pretty confined situation in their residence back in Rochester, New York, close to the drama down in New York City, but not right on it. And when I called her the other day, I worry about her because they stay in their apartment basically. The food is delivered to them. She does a little bit of cooking. My stepdad loves his ice cream, so they get out to get that. But I called her, and I'm always worried that, is she well? Is everything okay? And she picks up the phone and she says, "Hello, John boy." And I know my mom is okay. Love celebrating her. This is not a meal she would have made, I don't think. But I've certainly always been inspired by her. And she was a great cook who got me doing lots of things. Okay, so they're getting cooked down. We're gonna throw some red wine in there. So what's gonna happen is these mushrooms and shallots are gonna suck up a little bit of that red wine flavor, and we're gonna kind of cook it down. And then we're gonna add this reduced cream to it, and we will have a sauce that is quick and easy to make, and super delicious. That wine gives it just a little tang, so it's not just cream, but that little bit of tang, which I think is going to go beautifully with our steak. And truth be told, I'm wishing right now I had just a few more mushrooms, but I don't, but I'll probably add them to this at the other end of it. Okay, pretty soon I'm gonna put that cream in there. So anyway, there's my mom. She's a big part of the story of my life, and she's still going strong at 92 and gives me confidence that I'm gonna still be going strong at 92. But she doesn't cook very much anymore, but I think I'm gonna still be cooking. There is Sandra, the mom in this house, who does such a great job with Jack and has been particularly great this spring doing all the school teaching that has had to happen this spring. And she loves this dish. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention one other great mom, who was the mom of my first son, Wilson. That is Myra, who is still going strong. She lives up in Washington State, and she was never much of a cook, but she's a great eater and a really amazing mom. And now I'm going to add the cream. And we reduce that cream so that this sauce, see that nice color it's going to get? It's going to be, oh yeah. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit. Go ahead and add the rest of that to it. How much you say? I don't know. I was a school teacher for many years, and I had to teach all the time. And I like the fact that now when I cook, I just do it. All right, I'm gonna get a little spoon to taste that. Oh. Done. Want to finish about Myra. She is only 5'4", but she raised a boy who is 6'6", and she helped make him such an amazing, big, great kid. So I'm looking forward to Sunday, where we're going to be celebrating my mom, and dear Sandra, and dear Myra. 3 great ladies, and all the mothers that are out there in the world. Okay, let's make some steak. We're going to grill this steak outside on the grill, because I'm not down at the restaurant. I'm going to get a good amount of salt. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but my rule of thumb is half as much pepper as salt. You've probably heard that during these. But you want to give a good amount of salt on these steaks, otherwise they just end up laying flat. But that sauce is so good. All right, so we're going to put that on the grill, and we're going to put this in the oven to warm up. So I'm going to put it on a sizzle pan here. Some other day we'll show you how to make this delicious gratin. This guy will go in the oven. These guys are going to go on the grill. That sauce is done. Grilling at home, as I'm grilling at home here, I find my hottest spot, which is somewhere right around here. Put these guys on there, and I put them at a diagonal, because I want to get that nice cross on them. And hot grill to start with, so I'm going to get a good mark on there. This is not the most powerful grill in the world, so I'm just going to leave it on full. And I'm going to take advantage of what I can do here that I can't do at the restaurant. At the restaurant, all I've got is heat on one side. But here, you're going to have a little bit of an oven effect by closing this. And you know, these fillets, they're fairly thick steak, and they need some time to cook. So we're going to close this up and let them cook. We're going to come back out in about maybe 2 minutes and cross them. Talk more about that when I cross them. Okay, so it's time for the cross. So what we've got here is you can start to see the mark on there, and it came from going like that. So we're going to cross it like that. The restaurant, when you're trying to time things, the guy who's on this job will say cross, because he has just crossed it, and that means he's going to let it cook for about 1 minute more, then he's going to flip it. Okay, moms, time for dinner. So I'm going to grab out of the oven. Oh, look at that. You got to get a picture of that. So that's that gratin. It's got a little bit of a crisp top on it now. I just warmed up the asparagus that I had blanched ahead of time, the carrots that we had roasted ahead, and we're gonna mix this all up with our sorrel. So we're gonna have a little of that, a little of that, a little of that. That is a lot of vegetables for a mom. They deserve that. All right. We're gonna pull this gratin right off of here, set it right on there. Got our steak that we grilled up. Beautiful filet, should be about medium rare or medium, depending on the preference of the mom in your life. And this sauce. Look what I just did. Get you over there. You'll never know. All right. So, fresh from the garden veggies, potato yam gratin, filet mignon with a mushroom Beurre Rouge of sorts, and we're going to be serving that at the Mercantile this weekend, along with some other goodies. And if you want to make it at home, that's a pretty easy dish to make for a mom. And as my wife is so smart to point out, don't forget your job is also to clean up.